Welcome back everyone, it's Charlotte from At Charlotte's House, and I am standing in our very sad looking master bathroom. The good news is that I have removed the dated vinyl composite tile, I have patched the subfloor, so now I have brand new plywood all throughout, and I get to put in my new tile. I am putting in this 3-inch hex tile from Home Depot. I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it down. I am really excited to get this bathroom up to date. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my thin set. This is going underneath the concrete backerboard, and even though this isn't what's going to adhere the backerboard to the plywood, this is super important because this is what helps fill in any nooks and crannies that might be on my plywood floor. I've already added my water to the bucket. I have 6 quarts of water and I'm going to add a bag of thin set. You want to add your water first so you don't have a lot of dust in the air, and you definitely want to wear a mask. I'm looking for the consistency of peanut butter. You can use a trowel to mix it. I'm going to use my drill with the paddle attachment, and then you're going to let it sit. So I'm going to start on this corner first. It's important when you plot out your backerboard that you don't have any intersections where all the corners are meeting. You want to stagger all the seams as best you can. So I'm going to start with my first one lengthwise here, and then I can arrange the other ones in a staggered pattern. So I'm going to take my thin set, and you can use, I'm just using a putty knife, but I'm going to lay it onto my subfloor. So can you see the consistency? You want it to kind of hold on to your knife, but come off if you shake it. So I'm gonna lay this on, and I've gone ahead, you can't see on camera, but I've made a pencil line here so that I know about where to stop. And then I have my trowel. You want a 1/4 inch trowel, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna notch it out. And I should have mentioned, before you start, you want to make sure that your subfloor is pretty clean. So I went over it with the broom and with the shop vac. You can see that the concrete board has circles that mark where your nails go, so make sure you put it down so you can see those because they're really helpful. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to screw this concrete backerboard into place.
Make sure that the screws you're using are intended for the type of concrete backerboard that you're installing.
You're definitely going to have to cut the concrete backerboard in some places. It's just not going to fit full sheets throughout your bathroom. So you're going to want to get one of these handy tools. This is made especially for scoring and cutting through the backerboard. I've measured on this sheet where I need to make my cuts. I have a metal ruler, and you're just going to slowly go back and forth with your scoring tool. And once you've gone back and forth over it a few different times, see how easily it comes apart? This is an important step. This means that down the line, I won't end up with cracks in my tile where the 2 pieces of concrete backerboard meet. It's really simple. Here's how you do it. Where I can, I have tried to leave about an 1/8 of an inch gap between my backerboard. The concrete won't shift, but the walls might shift a little bit, and I don't want there to be any buckling. So you're gonna take your trowel and your thin set, and you're gonna put down just a small little strip of thin set over the seams. Now I'm going to go back over this with my tape, and then I'm just going to go over it again with my trowel and some thin set. And I should be able to get this pretty smooth. To recap, I am done with the concrete backer board. I have laid this on the subfloor with a layer of thin set underneath. I have screwed it in place with screws that are intended for concrete backer board, and I have taped the seams. Last thing I've done is I have swept and cleaned the floor, so I am ready to put my tile down. So tune in, my next video will be about tiling. We're getting there, guys. The finish line isn't exactly in sight, but we're gonna do it.